I'm Brian, and I'd like to welcome you and thank you for attending this iMindQ webinar, which will be focused on the project management functionalities of the solution. I'd like to start with the definition of a mind map, which states that a mind map is a powerful graphic technique which provides a universal key which unlocks the potential of the brain. According to Bigger Plate's annual report, mind mapping is mostly used for brainstorming, compiling research info, and planning a project. Our customers say that in today's dynamic business environment, mind mapping with iMindQ has become a must-have on the road towards business excellence. I'd like to present today with me my colleague Mimi, who will present iMindQ and show you how iMindQ can be used in project management.
Hi from me too. Thank to everybody who will attend this webinar. And as my colleague Boyan mentioned, today I will be presenting project planning within iMindQ and everything you can do with it. So as to start, I've generated a map, which is going to be my guide through the presentation. I'll show you at the beginning how to generate an idea during a brainstorming session and on specific ideas, and from those ideas transform ideas into planned actions. For that purpose, I'll go to the File menu. In the new sub-menu, I will open an organic mind map. During a brainstorming session, the ideas will be represented as floating topics in the map space. To do that, I can make a double click on an empty map space and write down what my idea is. As you're generating the ideas during a brainstorming session, you can also add already prepared map parts specifically for brainstorming purposes. If you go to the right side of the application, there is a map parts panel. Click on it. From the drop-down menu, choose the brainstorming category. Here you can see there is an already prepared branch for generating ideas. I'll drag and drop that information in the map space, and I can start working on that idea if that's my main focus. If I want to develop specific actions that needs to be taken for that idea, I'll insert two topics by using the insert key to add a child topic, and I'll write down actions. As you can see, I have entered the necessary actions for that specific idea. In order to transfer these actions or tasks and assign them to specific resources, I will have to do the following. I'm going to select the parent branch, that is action in my case, go to the plan ribbon and click the project branch option. As you can see, the application automatically adds task properties default values for start, finish, duration, priority, and a space for or a marker for percent complete. I can add dependencies between tasks by dragging and dropping the relationship option from the topic quick menu. And as you can see on this dependency, we have a marker which states which type of dependency between two tasks has been chosen. And you can switch the type of dependency from here or from the task information dialog. Also, it's very important that this information can also be viewed in the Gantt chart view. As you can see here, this is how the tasks from the map are transferred into the Gantt chart view. I'll close the Gantt chart view. Also, during brainstorming sessions, people do not discuss usually for generating new ideas. Maybe they will find a solution to a problem, and they will discuss how to fix that problem. And by using these generated map parts, you can easily switch and find solutions to whatever you need, whether it's a new product idea or a solution to an existing problem, etc. And you can assign specific resources to the appropriate actions. And to do that, I have to go to the Show Task Info drop-down menu, choose a display options, so I can show you how you can insert a resource. As you can see from the task property in the topic, I can add a resource for a specific task and save it. I'll discard this map and continue with my presentation. In order to plan and manage your project scope, you can do several things. You can use a template from the File, New submenu, go to the Template category and choose a Scope Management Plan from here. Or you can use, as I mentioned before, an already prepared map parts for project management. And we also have specific branch for project scope, project risks, project information, etc. Whatever you need, just drag and drop that information in the map space as necessary. I'll open an example map of a scope management plan. And as you can see here, for each topic, there's a marker for % complete, whether I have completed parts of this scope management plan or not. And as part of the scope management plan is the preparation of a work breakdown structure. As those who work on projects know that the project work breakdown structure is prepared in the planning phase, where the project deliverables are planned and added in the project plan and is reviewed by the team members. So in order to create a project work breakdown structure in this map, I will insert a topic to the prepare WBS chart. I'll name the new topic as project name. And in order to create this branch as a project branch, I'll have to select it and go to the project branch option. Everything that I add additionally as a child topic or summary tasks in the work breakdown structure are easily added with automatic task property values for each of the tasks. As we all know, important task information for work breakdown structure is the workload. So I'm going to the Show Task Info drop-down menu, choose the display options, deselect all the unnecessary information, and I will only choose workload as a task property that I need. It is also known that the work breakdown structure has a top-down structure, meaning in order to change the topic structure of this branch, I'm going to make a right mouse click on it, go to the topic structure, and choose down map. This way, I have a top-down structure for my work breakdown structure map. This is how you add breakdown structure with it. If you want to, I'll zoom in a little bit. I can export this branch and create a new map from it. To do that, select the project name branch, go to the Insert ribbon, and click on the Build as Map option. This way, a new map with the name of the branch will be created, a map on a specific location. Here is the map opened. And as you can see, I have already created this work breakdown structure, and I can continue developing it, adding dependencies, and etc. And I can save this file and use it later as an attachment to another project plan document. I'll go back to my presentation. So I've mentioned one way of how to create a work breakdown structure. Other difference from other mind mapping tools is that iMindQ enables you to create a work breakdown structure from scratch by going to the File menu and the New Category. You have WBS chart or work breakdown structure chart, and by clicking on it, you have a new central idea where you can name the project and work additionally by adding new summary tasks and adding other topics. To edit each task, there are a few ways to do that. One way to do that is by editing task values within the topic in the map space. You can use the task info panel on your right side, or you can edit information in the following ways. If I open the Gantt chart view, I can also edit information from the Gantt chart table for each task. I can also edit information for specific tasks by using the task information dialog. Usually when you're creating a project work breakdown structure, you have to have additional information for the scope of work. This way you can add that additional information from documents by using the task notes and add here any additional information or table or image that is going to be complementary for your project. So everything that I've mentioned till now was for how to create an idea to a plan action, how to create a scope management plan or a work breakdown structure within it. And one other thing that is very important is how to present what was planned for a specific project to the project team members. I'm going to open a project plan template. And as I mentioned in the previous webinar, a very unique thing for iMindQ is that you can present any mind map, any organic mind map, work breakdown structure that is something that is generated with a central idea with single click by going to the present ribbon and clicking from beginning. This way, you can start from the main idea of the project to go through the presentation scenario, use the space key or the right arrow key to go forward on the presentation, or use the left arrow key to go backwards. Not only that you can go through your planned presentation scenario, but you can also skip a few steps and go to the desired topic in a presentation, select it, and by pressing space key, you can continue from that point forward. When you have a project plan like this, at the end, you always have a supporting plans. Maybe in your company, you have prepared a communications plan in a Word document. How to add that document to this communications plan branch, I'll show you one way to do it. I'll import a document from MS Word. Document will be open as a mind map in our application. I just have to wait a little bit. So each topic is mapped properly. Here is the map. In order to add this map or branch to the project plan template, I'll have to select the central idea, use Control-C for copying it, go to the necessary branch where I will copy the project communications plan and edit right away. This is how you can directly present to your team what was already created in a Word document. You can see here that you have additional information in the note part where you can add tables, structures, images, and everything else. In order to show you that you can also present information in the notes, I'll click on the presentation again. Go to the communications plan. And I'll click on the notes icon and it appears with the information that is added in that specific topic. And if it's a table, it'll be also represented. If you have additional links to the topic, they will be opened in the appropriate application. If it's a hyperlink to a web page, it'll be open in the default browser. If it's an attachment, it'll be opened in the appropriate application, etc. So that was a way how to easily and in a very fast manner present the project plan to your team members. As part of this presentation, I'll have to show you how to develop a project schedule. And for this presentation, I'll explain how to plan activities, set durations to tasks, and add dependencies, how you can set project milestones, how to manage visibility of task information, and at the end, how you can export the project schedule that you have developed to an MS project file. In order to do that, I've prepared a map, a sample map of our product family release plans. One of the advantages of iMindQ is that you can have multiple projects attached to a central idea and get project information for that specific branch. As you can see, one product family can have multiple sub-projects for applications on different platforms. As you can see from the map, there's desktop project for desktop applications, mobile applications if you have in the product family, and for an online application. For each year, we all plan when a major version or a minor version will be planned, when are the release dates planned specifically for each of the applications on different platforms. For example, to show you how you can view project information and how you can add project information to these specific branches, I'll use the map parts. I'm going to use general category. I'm going to use branches that I have already prepared for faster generation of. For each version, we're reviewing the product backlog. That is one task the analyst does, or the product owner does for this, for a software application. plan sprint. Also, I can add which improvements are going to be added in this major version and which new features or which bugs are going to be fixed, etc. So in order to have an estimation of how much is going to take for a major version to be released and what is the duration, I will have to select the major version as a branch, go to the plan ribbon, click on the project branch. This way you can see that the branch inherited automatical values for the task properties, and this branch will be directly transferred to the Gantt chart view. So to continue, I'll show you how to add dependencies between tasks. Maybe this improvement has to finish before the improvement 2 begins with developing. You can directly see how the dependency is also viewable in the Gantt chart view. What else can be done is you can, as I mentioned earlier, you can manage the visibility of specific task information. I've shown you before. To manage that, you can go to the Display and Options dialog and choose whatever necessary task information you need in this document. So not need the duration. I'll uncheck the box, click OK, and you can see how that change was directly visible in the mob space. What is also important, you can view late tasks for everything that was not finished on time or will not be finished on time. To set a milestone, let's say a new milestone will be version released. And to set this task as a milestone, I will have to go to the plan ribbon and from the insert group, choose the milestone option. You can directly see in the map the appropriate milestone. So this is how you can work with multiple projects. To view project information, I'll edit some information here on different tasks. So you can see how you can generate project information for specific branch. I'm selecting the parent branch, I mean the summary project branch, and from the plan ribbon, choose the project information option. As you can see here, I can see that 22% of the tasks for this, for releasing the major version of a specific product are finished, and there's a long way to go till this version is going to be released. I'm going to finish my presentation here, go back to the main presentation, and I can answer questions that you have answered during my presentation, during this webinar. I will have to switch the screens. In order to view the questions. So one of the questions is whether we have calendar options and how you can change task durations. Yes, iMindQ has advanced calendar options. By going to the change working time option in the plan ribbon, a new dialog will be opened. I'm going to have to switch screens in order for you to see it. And to see that we have 3 calendar options: a standard calendar, a night shift calendar, and 24-hour calendar for those who need it. So in this way, you can add specific exception for a holiday or a non-working day during the planned month, etc. And to change the task duration, I have mentioned earlier that you have several ways to do it.
Mimi, can I just ask you, is it possible for us to see how we can import and export MS Project files?
Yes, we can. I can show it on the previous map. I'll go to the product family release plan. This way I'll show you how to export these plan tasks and actions into an MS Project file. I'll specify the location. I'll export only topics with task information. That is what I need to be transferred as an information in the project file, and click the export option. This is one day to do it. And to show you how to import, I'll go to the file menu, use the import export option, click the import submenu, and now choose an MPP file. And this project plan will be open as a new mind map. In order to better view the task information in the map, I'll uncheck this box and change the structure of the map. And I'll choose down map.
And we don't need MS Project to import and export files.
The user doesn't have to have MS Project installed on their PCs to import MS Project files in iMindQ. But you need an installation so you can export your plans as an MS Project file.
And can you just show us one more thing I'm interested in? How can we easier differentiate tasks from the maps place to the Gantt chart view?
Okay, I can show you that with this map. I'll use the format option in iMindQ, meaning from the format ribbon, I'll format this branch with one color, let's say green, and I'll choose for the new features some other color, let's say red. And if I go to the plan ribbon, open the Gantt chart view, by clicking on the color Gantt chart option, I can easily see and differentiate the specific tasks from the map space in the Gantt chart view. So this is very usable when you have a large map and each of these tasks are colored differently. This is very helpful for differentiating the task within the map space and the Gantt chart. So if there is no other additional questions, we will be finishing this webinar. I'll let my colleague Boyan close this webinar, and thank you all for attending.
I'd like to thank you all for attending and taking your time to see the solution, how it works in project management functionalities. I'd like to ask if there are any other questions from attendees? I'm interested.
Yes, we have already shown
Yes,
how
we
a
showed.
Microsoft project file will be imported.
So we'd like to wrap up this webinar for now, and I'd like to thank you all for attending.
Thanks from me too.